Okay, sorry, 4 months in opposition. For Ghanaians to hear Dr. Bawumia say the golden words that all well-meaning Ghanaians have been saying in the last 8 years. Some got beaten, others were threatened, some lost their lives, and others their livelihoods for saying what Dr. Bawumia is now admitting, at least for the first time, publicly, to my hearing. Let me say. What opposition cannot do does not exist. Well, it's refreshing to hear Dr. Bawumia say, "Na yasuya dindodo yasu." Our ears was hard. Our ears was really, arrogance of power, e-levy and things like that. It's refreshing to hear him say that now. But it's a shame that our politicians only seem to listen, only seem to feel, only seem to understand and say all the right things while they are in opposition. But this opposition crowd here, it's fast becoming very unique. Like opposition party. After such a defeat, learn from stay cool professionals and stay cool small. But no, today this one says this, tomorrow that one says that. 4 months in opposition, and we are all hearing all kinds of processes are ongoing so that people can enter the classroom. But you see, I love classrooms because there you soon learn that A plus A minus akorotenga is equal to election campaign financing. Boboba, they will come.
From the latest in mobile technology and must-have appliances, Franco has everything you need. Are you looking for a smartphone like iPhone, Samsung, HMD? From cases to protectors, our wide range of accessories add style to your tech. Upgrade yourself with quality and affordable home appliances that makes life easier and comfortable, like speakers, refrigerators, TVs from 32 inches to 100 inches, air conditioners from 1.5 horsepower to 2.5 horsepower, washing machine, and many more. Get yourself the latest laptop which gives you the high-definition video and long-lasting batteries. Get yourself our CCTV camera which will give you a high reliability that you need for your home. Find everything you need under one roof with Franco. Franco, the home of quality mobile phones, accessories, and your home appliance.
Welcome to the show. This is BackPage on Channel 1 Television. My name is Caleb Kudah. Last week around this time, I had a distress message from one of us, a backpager. You get it? She said she had a long day and she had rushed home to relax and get a good laugh, only to find that BackPage wasn't on. I said, oh, sorry. She said, hey, now where are you? I told her, oh, I was doing some gala, somewhere far away from Ojakrom. So I know you all are happy that I'm back. I'm glad to be back too. In fact, I met many of you at the family consecration service yesterday. It's always a delight to see you, our family, virtual, when we meet you in person. Some people said, yesterday. Some people say, when we see you on the TV, we say hello to you, you don't mind us. So here's what we're going to do. All of you who say you say hello and don't mind you, I'm going to count 3, 2, 1. You say hello, then I also respond. Okay, so 3, 2, 1. Everybody. You see I've responded. Good. So I'm glad we get to see each other again. Thank you all for coming to pray with us for our families and for our beloved nations. You join us so we pray for ourselves and our country. That's great. But African parents, African parents more years, I mean, in a very good way. Yesterday, our Habimus Papa, no, Reverend Dr. Stephen Yanusawenga, no, I didn't believe it. You know, all correct, sir. No, all correct, sir. Come on. No, he led the married couples, emphasis mine, married couples, to renew their vows. You understand? Their vows and their constance. There's vow and what? Consonants and I say constance. Here, ready? Then he asked our African parents to give each other, you know, a passionate kiss. You know, he said kiss one another with a holy kiss. But this one he said passionate. That was when I knew GES must change the curriculum. How can you tell me our parents don't know the understanding between hug and kissing? I can see Pastor Man, he said I should go and find my own and stop talking plenty. You people are insulting me. I can feel it. I know when you are talking back to me. No, but African parents, you are a guy. This guy, what's his name? Ben South. He's a Kumasi-based comedy guy. He's great. He says that, you know, growing up, you can be in the same single room with your parents. You will not hear anything. You will not see anything. Before you know, you have a backbone. Your mommy is pregnant. You understand? It's just a clean, you know. But these days, if you shake somebody's hand cry, the whole world will hear. This generation is very noisy. They have to learn from their mothers. Anyway, let me start from last week since I was away. Please permit me. I couldn't help but admire Pope Francis. I mean, his timing is apt. Right after Jesus resurrected and ascended, no, Pope Francis said, Pope Francis, Easter Sunday.
Cari fratelli e sorelle, buona Pasqua.
By Easter Monday, no, Pope had, you know, yeah.
Con profondo dolore devo annunciare la morte del nostro Santo Padre Francesco.
Wow. Now, you know, I got to learn so much about the Pope. In fact, after his passing, I don't know about you. I'm not Catholic, so, but, you know, the time there was a lot of publications on him that you just got to learn, and I'm sure we've also seen videos of him, you know, kissing the feet of, you know, feuding sides in Sudan at the time, kissing the feet of migrants, bro, championing the welfare of the poor. I mean, his critics, of course, have done what they do best, criticize him, but I'm sure we all have learned a lesson or two from his life of simplicity, generosity, and humility. No matter how high we climb in life, we must not be. But, you know, fellow Ghanaians, did you notice that within the same week, no, he was buried? Or we will continue to keep our dead in the fridge for 6 months to 2 years, eh? We are Ghanaians, nobody can force. You can't do as for so don't use foreign Western thing to come and impose on the culture of the Ghana people. Yeah, if you know, better fridge more 3 years. No problem. Also, the occupant of the silver stool, he passed. You know, we condole with the family and the entire nation and everyone else. All right, guys, watch this. It's about 3 minutes. Let's see if we have time. Just watch that.
All the studies are so far. The big issues are one, cost of living. Niema bo e kosoro, ahochiri e bai. The kamo eye adia ye friend of arrogance of power. Expresse yasu na eyenti. Yasu edi ye tie asem. Party for country say yenye reshuffle. And yes, sir, 8 years yanti. And yes, sir, party for country and say, Yempe E11. E11 no ebe haging. The Tosomiansa party for country say, haircut no, debt restructure no, DDEP. Somewhat in answer. Say, sad debt restructuring no, ebe haging, because most of them are pensioners. And Omapeni announced said there will be no haircut. Semokai. Ghana for in ING. But a buyer no, ye be haircut. We so share a buy yentuya napco bium, na yentuya afforestation for bium, caterers so yentuya. And also share regions be brave, said the General Secretary Kanye. Your votes no, do on the war no. Yanye Juma be brave. Western region said the Okaya, Oko Jomora, Oko Evaluatora, Oko Mpohoa. So many places, Yaquine, a problem. Market set, Intimiri, Tabra, Shaban, yes. So the problems, that is just Western region. Ocean, na MPP, na ye kotu abano, na nkabomno, na enihopapa. Enyesa, na yenkasa against each other. Na NDC ebo ewo radio ewo TV towards the 2-3 weeks to the election. So now only campaign but playing our own language back to us. Etina ehia said ye campaigner ye said ye internal contest. Don't break down your opponent so that you cannot campaign for that.
Okay, I accept what Dr. Bawumia says, but I disagree. I respond to the final issues he said to the first, so in reverse. One, he said they didn't do much in the, he was in the Western region, and they didn't do much in the Western region, and there are strongholds in terms of roads and developments. Look, I disagree. Dr. Bawumia, you guys did amazing. Why have you forgotten so soon? You fixed all the roads, unprecedented. You built the hospital. Doc, I disagree with you. Didn't we build a statue for the people of the Western region? Have you forgotten so soon?
We only woke up this morning to see a gaping hole on the leg of the statue of the President Nana Akufo-Addo, which was recently mounted here amidst agitation.
I mean, we built a statue for the people of the Western region. Unprecedented in the history of Ghana. What else do the people want the MPP to? What should they have done? After all, when the people were crying for water and roads, among other things, we said that, the refrain was this thing. Do you guys remember? We have delivered. We have delivered. We have delivered.
In the area of water, for example, the Cape Coast Water Project, Tamale, Adansege, Winneba, Berkese, Weja, Bafi Krum, Akwapim Ridge, Akimodan, Koforidwa, New Tafu, Winneba Expansion, Kwanyako, Bojoasi, Brimsui Dredging, Secondary Takrady Expansion, Kumasi Expansion, East-West Accra Interconnection. These are just some of the water projects. Then you have in education, construction of the campuses for the University of Development Studies in UDS, Yankpala, Navrongo, and Wa, construction of the Bolga Polytechnic, the Wa Polytechnic, established the University of Mines and Technology.
So are we moving from we have delivered to Aswadi? It is the people who are just ungrateful. Dr. Bawumia, we won't accept this. Now, Dr. Bawumia says, Aswadi na yasuyadi, Aswadi. Who did that? So is it the Sister Fia or her friend? Yeah. Aswadi. No, I love Dr. Bawumia's candor. Dr. Bawumia is my guy. You all know this. Very truthful, gentleman. He considered the election way before unprecedented. Dr. Bawumia, the gentleman. No. Now, we said this. I knew he was speaking for the party as a collective when he said what he said. But it's like when you are speaking and as a leader, you take responsibility for everyone. But the moment he said haircuts and the refusal to reshuffle, it was clear to me, say, oh, this man, just a good time him. The guy came prepared. Please, me, I didn't mention anyone's name. I didn't mention him.
I'm a 4 more for another Baba Yajuma. Mikwa means me qua bemo many. To me, here, member of my temple, one of the four. Mrs. Anoso. Until me qua. Here, they have been going to the alcohol. Independent beer to me, Mohammed. Independent candidate beer to me, Mohammed.
Hey! Oh, no. Anyway, we all learn. We all learn. Politicians in power, they are like a girl who is in love. Who can't bang until that? They get so in love with, as Dr. Bawumia, arrogance of power, promise of faith, needless politicization, etc., etc. We will not reshuffle until voters decide that. No, you better Mubusumi and BM, bro.
All the studies are so far. The big issues are one, cost of living. Niema bo e kosoro, ahochiri e bai. The kamo eye adia ye freno arrogance of power. Express yasu na eyenti.
Mr. Rebecca, the Ghanaian voters, they will always show you, Pepe, the month in which we do. So after giving you a long rope, you don't listen to us. We will give you the month in which we, Now, as they say, force your opponents to play nonsense. Come and see. According to Chris Asima, the thank you tour has become a showdown tour. Just say, more
bin ko di obi atem. Ukodi do obi atem wie. Na so wie a, wo se yenkoye a unity. I mean say unity no. Eyi mo ana mu kreti. Professor Makwe report. O se ye kwa abato a ensema ye ka no. Eno na na no andi sifo ye re. Eyusutie. Na mom wo ya propaganda no obi be yi ano dia. Entna social media say who didn't panatem now ria wabakasa memfa wadamfo.
Media, I'm telling you the truth. Obia onye beman chobia. But party nti eni baby to make kasa to say omo member. Omo nye member. Eba contributions ye yisika omo to me be mu kosesere. And they talk as if the whole world is for them. It's not for them. And ya ekuru ya. Like some of them cannot even speak the way they speak. Because bam fi ekura wo fari. Ebi wo ya podcast ma wo mo. On baron be too long. You see ya panokura momi yanka. I will not respect you. But may respond to anybody. Unless I can showdown.
Honestly, it's getting serious. Only 4 months in a position. Look. As a colleague would say, Abronye. Abronye, and someone says, Ghana's donut. Yeah. In some way. See, the thank you to Okrahano. We won't do again.
What happened yesterday, I want to pull out. Or myself and my team want to pull out. Because lives are threatened. I don't think I can protect my team enough. So we want out so that Dr. Bawumia can do his campaign too. I admit that he was the flag bearer. So if he's going round and for the sake of unity, he invites it and it turns out to be something different. I mean, we just have to stay away for them to do their own thing.
Honestly, it is not healthy for our democracy. While in government, you people finish us. Now you're in opposition, you want to finish yourself. Why? You keep finishing yourself. Before you people will know, now Dr. Process has sneaked into the classroom. Do you understand? He he put a view once on us. He dropped the thing for Facebook where he deleted that. Say, brothers get receipts. If you want to be presidential, flag bearer, you're not bold. You can't even express it. Hey, now you want president to do? Let's take a break. Let's go for a break. Let me just delete what I've said, like he did. And return, because when I return, this government too looks like the pokpogligli that the politicians engage in when they are in power. No? They too, their own is coming.
In a world filled with challenges, we all need guidance, hope, and a lifeline to anchor us.
This is Lifeline, and I'm your host, Fred Crunchy Mensa.
From social issues, relationship challenges, and family matters, Lifeline is here to inspire, uplift, and guide you on your journey.
Where we give you support, where we hold your hand through the valley and through the thick and thins of life.
Join Bishop Fred Crunchy Mensa.
I welcome you especially to Lifeline.
Every Tuesday and Thursday at 10 p.m. right here on Channel 1 TV. Let's walk this path together, strengthen our faith, our families, and our lives. Lifeline, because every soul deserves a guiding light. Tune in to Lifeline on Channel 1 TV and let's grow together.
Yeah. Welcome from that break. This is BackPage on Channel 1 Television. I am Caleb Kudah. Of course, one of the big stories has been that President Mahamad's decision to suspend the CJ, right? Sit aside. He's appointed an acting CJ, and then he's gone on to nominate about 7 judges for the Supreme Court, right? The politicians have been playing football with this matter, and he says this and PP says that.
Her Ladyship, the Chief Justice, wrote a letter to the President requesting a copy so she can, as it were, make some input before the prima facie determination is made.
Correct.
The President graciously acceded to that request and even offered her more time for her to prepare her response. In fact, she didn't only respond, but filed a supplement.
The exercise of discretion should be done in a manner which is fair, which is candid, and not arbitrary. And indeed, when you look at Article 296, A and B, they highlight the same principle.
Correct.
Now, the question we all have to ask is that, in the light of all these constitutional provisions, having admitted that the exercise of discretion, having admitted that the suspension, the power of the president to suspend the chief justice is discretionary, how are we going to measure that power?
Well, they say minority will have their, and majority will have their. Well, on Judgment Day, voters will have their. That'll be the whole story. But the final marking minority leader has an interesting angle to all that is happening. His theory, fascinating. Wait, really? Third term? JM? No. No, take Aponyomakin seriously when he says some of these things. At least he's not reverend in you understand. JM. No. JM. See, if that is the plan, forget it. I give you free advice. Don't let no financier or no food soldier lie to you. This is your best time. Finish and go. Make the most of it. Otherwise, if you let somebody lie to you and do tete, you see how Ghanaians are treating, with contempt these days, or discontent, or is it content? The way Ghanaians, they see, and they just shove him and walk back. It's bad. You see how if you do three, your own will be worse. I'm telling you, that one is a free advice. You understand? Okay, yo. Now, there is this bromance, I don't know what to call it, bromance, going on between A+ and the Attorney General. It doesn't look good on the respected among the two.
If A+ has any evidence of corruption or thievery against me, I am challenging him today to call a press conference and present the evidence or present it to the police to investigate me. In contrast, the media should ask him about the silly thing that I was about to do, which frightened him so much into making that silly post about me. He should be asked what he knows about the National Service ghost name scandal and related matters.
I said it doesn't look good on the respected among the two. I've not decided, I've not told. Okay, they are all respected, sorry. There is some scandal that this government must deal with. But it appears someone at the heart of the matter sponsored part of the campaign of the respected. Now, if this response from the AG that if then taking money from someone to do campaign makes him corrupt, then all the MPs are corrupt. This response is not looking good. I mean, at the time that you want us to believe that you are going to deal with the National Signal Bureau guy for alleged stealing of Ghana money running into dollars. Yeah?
I am reliably informed that his basis of saying that I am corrupt and a thief is that I took campaign contribution from a businessman at East Legon known as Dr. Sledge, and that he also knows the people who donated pickups for my campaign. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if receiving donations for your campaign or getting a pickup for a campaign is thievery or corruption, then there are 276 thieves in Parliament, including the person who was making the allegation himself.
So there's this scandal that this government must deal with. But it appears someone at the heart of the matter sponsored part of the campaign of some respected someone. And the response of the respected someone is that all the MPs, if taking money from him to sponsor his campaign is a thieving or stealing or corruption, then all the MPs are thieves. If this man is going to be leading the charge to be prosecuting people who have allegedly stolen money running into millions for tuning the signal of the country, people are beginning to wonder. AGG. It's a song go AGG. Easy so. Are you people sure the reset is a reset? It just on the corruption and the recover the looting? Because already the people who are leading the march in the AGG is becoming